What is up everyone, my name is Stoody and I'd like to welcome you all back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my first Supercoach team for the 2023 AFL season. Now this is just something I've put together really quick, and this probably won't be my starting team, but yeah, I'll just go into it right now and I'll go through my team and all that. Alright, so James Sicily I've got as my defender. Now, I think is the best defender in the league right now. He was outstanding last year. So I want to be a Sicily owner. I didn't have him last year and that really hurt me. This year, I'm definitely going to have him in my team. I have Nick Dacos as well. He's just, going to be a superstar. He had a really good ending to last season and he's just going to be a gun, and I think he's someone who I just want in my team at 500k. He averaged like over 90, which is really good for a first year player. So if he can average 100, he's pretty good value at just over 500k. I've got Caulfield as well. He's massively underpriced. So last year I tried to avoid mid prices, which I think might have screwed me over. So because the year before I had a lot of failed mid prices, that's why I tried to avoid them. But I'm going to go from this year. If I think the player can make me 150k, I'm going to go with them. So Caulfield is a guy who I think can make me 150k. So, and I've also got Connor McKenna. So for Brisbane, he is coming out of retirement. I don't know why, but he is. But if he can get a game for Brisbane, he can definitely make me 150k as well. So that's why I've got him. The rest of the players are rookies. So we've got Ginby, the bin guy. So he's a pretty expensive rookie that will probably play. Got that Chesser as well, who will probably play too. It's West Coast, I've got Wilmont and Wagner as well. And all the rookies that I've got in my team are just the highly owned players. So I literally just brought in the highest owned players. So these definitely won't, most of these rookies probably won't be in my actual starting team. So I'll move on to the midfield now. So there's a lot of pricey midfielders this year. I've gone with Oliver as he's the second most expensive. Laird is like in the 700Ks. Laird's obviously good. He should have won the Brownlow last year, and it's proof that he's the most expensive in Supercoach this year. So it's obvious he was the best player last year. But can he maintain it? I don't know. I think Oliver is a lot more likely to be the best player this year. So I picked him. Lachie Neale. Obviously, I don't rate him as highly as everyone else does, but he gets a lot of the ball and is very Supercoach friendly. So I feel like you got to own him. Jack McRae as well. With the loss of Dunkley, he'll definitely play midfield and should get a lot of points again. So I feel like I've got to own McRae. Tom Green is another one. So he, I think, can really elevate, and he's going to be like a top 5 player at some point. He's only like 22 or something like that. Last year he took a step, but he was my M8 for most of the year, and he did drop off a bit. But I'm sure he'll only get better as the years go on, so that's why I've got him in my team. And with what he's capable of doing, I think 530k, he's good value. Tom Mitchell is the one I'm not 100% sure about. The only reason why I have Tom Mitchell in the team is because I had all this extra cash. So I originally didn't have him in the team. And Fife was a guy that was the only guy I could afford. So what I did is that I got rid of a few more expensive rookies, brought in some cheaper ones so I could bring in someone around 500k. And Tom Mitchell's a guy. Tom Mitchell here is going to average pretty decently. He's going to average in the hundreds for sure. But in the midfield, you want players to average at least 110. Can Mitchell do that? I'm not sure, but he's very popular. And at 528k, he's decent value, and he'll definitely be good for me, at least for the first half of the season, you'd think. And playing for a better team, you know, he could be able to get his points up again. I definitely don't really rate him that highly, but he gets a lot of the ball. That's what he does, and it's Supercoach friendly. So Jacob Hopper is my mid-pricer, and he'll definitely make 150k. He's going to be playing pure midfield. Dustin Martin is going to be playing mostly in the forward line, I reckon. So Richmond have Taranto, who I think will be playing mainly midfield, and Jacob Hopper. They're going to be the two main midfielders, I feel. Shea Bolton will go in there as well, but he'll play up forward as well a bit. So Hopper's going to be a pure midfielder, so I think you got to bring him in. Ashcroft. Now, the last couple of years, the main number one picks have been the most expensive. Obviously, they're always in the low 200Ks. Ashcroft was the number 2 pick. Cadman was the number 1. I haven't seen Cadman's price. What's his price? Yeah, he's the most expensive, but don't pick Cadman. I don't think he'll play that many games. I have a feeling he's going to be a bust. He's probably the next Jonathan Patton. And, you know, GDOs have a really bad record when it comes to drafting busts high in the draft. You know, Jonathan Patton, Jono O'Rourke, just to name a couple off the top of my head. 2 of the worst top 2 picks in history. So, yeah, Ashcroft, will he play? I feel like he's going to be in and out of the side. I don't know if he stays in my team, but we'll just have to wait and see. He'll definitely play throughout the year, but who knows. Phillips, he was a pretty high pick this year as well, so I'm sure he'll play. It's North Melbourne. That Johnson, I've got only because he's popular, and he was drafted, I think, yeah, in the 2020 draft. He was meant to play, you know, he was expected to play last year, but I believe he got injured and didn't even end up playing, so surely he'll get some games this year. Blakely, you know, he used to play for Fremantle. He might get some games for the Suns as well, and considering he is an experienced AFL player and at 123k, if he's getting games, he's probably going to at least get you 150k. So that's what you got to do. Pick players that, if they're not keepers, they're going to at least generate some cash. And that Drury was another popular player that I brought in. So the Rucks is really difficult this year. I've gone with English and Marshall because you don't want teams like, you know, if you go with Grundy and Gorn, they're both playing for the same team. They're going to steal points off each other. Darcy, I wouldn't go with this year because he's got Luke Jackson now. They're going to steal points off each other. So I feel like English and Marshall, they don't have blokes that are going to steal points off them. That's why I've gone with them as my 2 rucks, and that Madden's going to be the loophole. Forward line, Josh Dunkley. The reason why he left the Western Bulldogs is because he wanted more midfield time. So he'll be playing midfield for the Lions, I think, and a good team. I think he's going to play pretty well. Rosie, he's a guy that he's definitely on the rise, and it's a bit of a gamble because there aren't too many forward line options. Obviously, the obvious ones are Dunkley and Taranto. They're the 2 must-haves, I think. But then you've got Butters as well. I've gone with Rosie because I kind of trust Rosie a bit more than Butters because Butters burned me last year. Taranto, I think, is a must-have at 500k. He's going to be playing midfield. That's why Richmond got him. So, yeah, you got to pick him, I think. And I've also got Darcy Cameron. So if one of my ruckmen get a 1-week injury or something like that, I can swap him with Madden as well. And he's going to be Collingwood's main ruckman, I think, for sure. At 465k, it's a gamble, obviously, but I've decided to go the gamble, at least for now. Tobin McLean used to be a really good player. He's all the way down at 178k. He's had some injury problems. So I've got him in, and if he plays, he's definitely going to generate some cash because he's got the talent for sure. We've seen him do it in the past, and he has been in my Supercoach team as a premium in the past. So I think you got to pick McLean. So, and then we've got Sin, who was a high draft pick for Port last season. I don't think he ended up playing. He might have played a game or two. Finlay McRae has played before. I've got him in. And that Cetus, was he drafted this year? I feel like he was. Yeah, he might play as well. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Like, how am I supposed to know? But anyway, I wonder if I can make a league already. Because if I can, I will right now. And you guys can join it. Alright. So, I wonder how many leagues I'll make this year. So, should I do a 20 team? Create my own custom private league. Number of teams in the league. So, alright. Stoody. No, I'll go AFL Community Cup. The official league of the Stoody YouTube channel. And how many teams should I go with? 20 teams, round. Yeah, just go round 1 to 20. What is happening here? Rounds 1 to 20. Final series setting. Top 8. Yeah, top 8. Skip the bye rounds. Yes. Fuck that. Or should I not? I don't know. Total points. Actually, I won't skip the bye rounds. So, yeah, so that means everyone plays each other once. Alright, I'll create my private league, and the code will come up on the screen. Here it is. So here's the league code. I'll put that in the description as well, so you guys can just copy and paste it if you'd like to join my league. And if this league fills up, I will create a new league as well, AFL Community Cup number 2, and things like that. So that's it for this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. I didn't do that much research. Plus, there's not really much to research at this time of year anyway. We need to see pre-season games and all that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic content like this. Be sure to click the thumbs up button and leave a like on this video. Also, be sure to join my Discord server. It is called Australian Sports Community. Link to that is in the description. Also, be sure to subscribe to my second channel. It is called Stoody Archives. Link to that is in the description. Also, be sure to follow my other social media accounts. I have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. They're all called Stoody YT, and links to all those will also be in the description. I hope you've had a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.